Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. If I am wrong, please correct me, but I believe today is the 18th. It is Tuesday, 2021. I believe it is the 18th. Okay, so, oh, yeah. All right, so, a couple things I want to talk about today, but I wanted to show you guys this first. All right, so all these, you see those right there? They're all turning into cherries. We are going to have a absolute ton of cherries. There's another one already shed its thing. You can see them all coming in there. And then over here, we have little pears coming on everything. So very, very cool. Again, we're going to have, there's Mr. Buddy. Just keep my door open so all the bugs and bees. Well, these things happen. You gonna say hello? Say hada hada hada.
Hada, hada, hada.
There you are. All right. All right. So I want to take you around. I want to show you. I've been cutting today, and I'm going to show you that too. But I'm also we're going to have a chat. So yesterday we were talking about the possibility of a grid down situation. Okay. Now here's something that I really hadn't contemplated before, but this is something that is a real possibility. Let's see if we got, I just want to look at this real quick, guys. Let's see. I'm trying to see if these ended up, I don't know what's gonna, I don't know. Alright, well, we'll have to wait and see on those. But, we'll go down here and we'll look at the peaches real quick. So I cut all this today as well. All right, there we go. We got all the little peaches are starting to come. So we're going to have a ton of peaches. These trees here are going to be pretty much loaded up, which is going to be awesome. And then we have, you know, the ones in the back as well. But so I was cutting this whole front today as well. Cleaned up this, and then we will walk over here. All right, so real quickly, I want to talk about, never thought about this, but this is absolutely a real possibility. Right now, we're in what I'm going to tell you what, I don't care what anybody says, we're in an economic collapse. With the price, the inflation going crazy, things becoming so much more expensive. And, you know I went down to town the other day. I don't even know what it is today because I haven't been down in a couple days. But, you know, gas, the last time I saw it, it was up to $2.99 here. So, you know, that's getting more expensive. And I'm going to tell you right now, okay, so they shut down this pipeline with, you know, the attack. And this is always what kills me, okay? Whenever they have one of these little ancillary events that happened, you know, if the whatever goes offline for any length of time and they can't transport stuff or refine oil or whatever, gas prices go up, right? Do they immediately come back down to where they were before the event happens afterwards? They never do. They never do. So they might come down a couple of cents, but it's always going to end up higher than it was before. That I find interesting as well. That's also major manipulation on that part. But anyway, so this is something that I had not thought about that is a huge possibility. So right now, I believe that we are in an economic major crisis. Everything is getting to be much more expensive, and the cost of goods are a lot more. So let's talk, you know, we're in hyperinflation, if you will. It's like the cost of food is continuing to go up. Oil's going up. You look at the cost of lumber. Trying to get anything. Everything is in short supply. Mom was looking to replace the window on the end of the house. They're talking and saying it could be up to 3 months before they get those windows. Okay, I mean, it's like everything is behind. So I cut all this, guys, today. Cut this all back, and I wanted to, of course, I have to show you my toy because I brought it out and I washed it because Beck and I are going to go for a ride in a little while. But yeah, I got all the way up and through here, the best I could back in there. got over here really well, and so then all up by the other fruit trees and stuff like that as well. But I cut this all back, so like this whole area will now have to be cut. And if you guys have been watching for any length of time, you'll know we haven't had it this open ever. So we're gonna try to keep it that way. Okay, we still have to get over into that side there, but this is much better cleaned out. All right, so anyway, so here, guys, is my toy. It is a 2015 Heritage Softail. It is, of course, a Harley Davidson. I have, what you can see, I will bring that up there, Vance and Hine pipes. I switched those out, was it last year? I think we switched those out last year. Much more throaty now, which is much better. I like it much more. It's a 103. I love this bike. I have now had it for 6 years, and it is my toy. So got her all washed up. We're ready to roll. And so after I make this video and get this video up, Beck and I are going to go for a ride. So now I'll show you from the front what it looks like. So I really love this bike. It's very, very comfortable. It's a good cruising bike. When I go to Sturgis this year, obviously that's what I'm going to be riding. So looking forward to that. So that should be fun. So, alright, so getting back to what we were talking about. So everything's going up, the cost of everything's going up. Let's say it gets a lot worse, okay? And things, you know, become ridiculously hard to get because of the cost of everything. I mean, just like with building supplies right now, they have gotten out of control. Electrical supplies, you name it, all of it is absolutely out of control as far as cost goes. Hello, little girl. How are you? How are you? Hey, Pandy. Pandy says, I'd like to come up, but Hella is in the way. Okay, yes, I see. All right, enough. That's enough now. So, got this cleaned up here as well. So I was going to show you these fruit trees as well. So anyway, everything is getting more expensive. People building projects are put on hold. I was planning on doing an addition this year. That is on hold indefinitely for several reasons. Obviously, I'm looking for other property, and so I may not even ever build that. So, but you can see we're going to have, this tree is absolutely loaded. This one is absolutely loaded. So I think we're going to have a tremendous amount of peaches this year as well. But yeah, so I cut all this back through here, through this area. So I'm going to try to keep that more open, and we'll see how it goes. But so that took a while, I'm not going to lie. But so anyway, let's get back. I'm sorry, I am easily distracted, and I just wanted to show you the things while I was thinking about them as well. So, having this situation where everything is becoming so unaffordable right now, and let's say it continues to get worse, which I believe that it will. That's my opinion, okay? And then we have a grid down situation. So not just one whammy, but two whammies, at the same time. I never really had thought about it, or if you want to call it the third, if this, the pandemic situation as well. So you could have three things all happening at the same time, which would be maximum chaos, maximum destruction, and those type of things. Not good at all. I got to show you this. I was looking at it earlier. I think it finally stopped. It's still smoking. You can see the smoke coming off of that. Yep, that one is still smoking, which I think is kind of funny. But, so yeah, I mean, I'm just going to pan this. Like I said, you can see that. You can see, I mean, it's so much more open here, guys. Unbelievable. If you've been paying attention, like I said, was slowly working back on the sides, on both sides, trying to make it wider. And, this year to get in, and I'm going to tell you what, like I said, again, and I know I've said it before, but I will definitely say it again. Mom and Beck being here and jumping right in and helping and getting things going as well. Huge difference of what we're able to accomplish, because when you're one person doing things by yourself, you can only do so much at a time, and with 3 hands working together, and it makes such a big difference. So but yeah, so I mean, I got to get all these cleaned up, which I will, obviously, and that'll get all cut up, and we'll burn all that up as well. But yeah, so it's coming together, slow and steady. So today I wanted to focus on getting, all this grass cut back, since we cleaned everything up. But like I said, just getting this back as far as we have with that is that's pretty cool. We're getting there. Like I said, slow and steady, and but pretty happy with everything overall, and it is definitely coming together. So anyway, I want to hear your guys' feedback on this. What do you think of the possibility? Number one, do you believe that we are in the midst of an economic collapse? That would be question number one. Question number two would be, do you think... Oh, so here's the dirt road that I live on, okay? Because like when people say, oh my God, you're opening it up and people can see everything you have now, which, okay, if they live down here, yeah. This is a dead-end dirt road. The main road is way up there. It's about 2/10 of a mile. You cannot even see my place from the main road. No way you'd see my place from the main road. So unless you knew that it was here, you would never know that it's back here. So that's just putting that out there for information. But yeah, so it's a dead-end dirt road. We maintain it ourselves, and that's how we do things down around here. So everybody, the different neighbors, some of them have heavier equipment, and we're always working on stuff. And so what I do is I pitch in financially. That's the way I do it, because I don't obviously have that heavy equipment at this point in time. Down the road I would like to, but we'll, for the moment I don't, so we don't worry about what we don't have, right? So, but anyhow, like I said, the number one question I have is, do you believe that we're in an economic collapse if we're in the midst of it right now? I believe that we are. We have so many more people. And I want you to think about this. We have 22 million jobs lost, not because of the pandemic. No, we did not lose 22 million jobs because of the pandemic. We lost 22 million jobs because of the government. That's why we lost 22 million jobs, okay? So let's be real clear on that. With the government shutting everything down, forcing small businesses to close their doors forever, but yet places like Lowe's, Home Depot, Wegmans, Tops, Walmart, record profits, record amounts of money being brought in. So now those small businesses that were out there that are realistically the lifeblood of America are now gone, and a lot of them are never coming back. So again, do you see that as an issue? Do you see that as a problem? I sure do, okay? So I definitely want to hear your feedback on this, but we could have a triple whammy here, guys, with, I believe that you're going to see... Okay, so here's another thing, and I wanted to bring this up really quickly. So Biden says today, in a statement, the unvaccinated will pay the price. Now, that's a kind of a veiled threat, in my opinion. Do I believe that they will unleash something else in the fall, another virus type of thing, stronger strain or whatever the case may be? Would not shock me. Would not shock me at all if that happened, okay? And what? Maybe that one will really, those people that have messed with their own immune systems, maybe they'll pay the cost instead of those of us that have not. All right, so it's interesting. Interesting to see. I think they're saying now that at least 60% of the country has had at least one of the vaccines, at least one. But I know that there are millions of people that got the first one and then never did get the second one. So that should tell you something as well. But again, just interesting facts that are out there. And like I said, it'll be interesting to pay attention to moving forward. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now, because I'm going to get this video up for you guys, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to ride. And I will do another video later this afternoon for you as well, this evening. So look for that then. But again, the questions are, do you feel like we are in an economic collapse at the moment? do you also feel that is a possibility that we could have that double whammy of an economic collapse and a grid down situation, and then of course then we could throw the third thing in there, the pandemic continuing on. Those are all things that I think are really, really interesting, and so something to pay attention to. All right, remember guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race, and that is important to remember. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that is going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. I will do another video later this afternoon, and that'll probably go up around 7 o'clock. All right? I will see you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now. And there's Mr. Buddy taking off. Buddy!